Kanye vibes. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's from Saroe.
Yo, I started recording, gents.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're gonna start some good shit now. When last did you guys even do anything? You guys are sleeping on this. Y'all are trash.
Oh
What?
shit. I like games.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kind of a stupid game, but yeah. Can we do it, right? So here's the rules of the game, right? The rules of the game. So it's called. So we call it the guess. It's a guessing game. So you guess. The computer is going to guess a number. It's going to have a number in the background, and the user needs to guess what the number is, right? And then we give the user 3 tries. So maybe let's say the user or the computer has a number between 1 and 10, right? And then you have 3 tries to find out what the computer has guessed, right? So there's a couple of things we need to know before we can do that. Actually, yeah, those are the rules of the games. What do you guys think about them?
They're okay.
Huh? They're okay.
Mm.
Okay, and
do we tell the user that guess a number between this and that, or
for now we'll say okay. We have this is what we have, right? We are just going to look at numbers between 1 and 10, and then we can then ask a user to choose a range for themselves later. But for now, we'll look at numbers between 1 and 10. We give the user 3 tries, and then after 3 tries, we fail. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, then how would you do it?
That sounds like it was a trap.
Huh?
Like it was a trap.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a trap.
I don't think I know. I wanted to say there's a for loop somewhere here.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
But I don't know how to randomize, bro.
Yeah, so that's good, right? No, that's good. You're thinking about what you're gonna do. You don't know how to do it, right? So there is some functionality. So at the same time, now as we're doing this, I'm going to teach you some imports and modules. So Python has built-in modules, right? And one of them is random. So you've seen things that we've been using, like our built-in functions, like we've seen sum, right? You've seen print. You just write that, and you can immediately have access to it, right? So those are in the global scope of your program, of your Python program, meaning you can access them by default, right? But there are some things that we have in Python, but we cannot access by default. We need to import them. So this is to help. Like, imagine if you had everything available to you in Python. Imagine if you could have access to it at any given time, right? That the program would be slow because you'd be having like your random stuff, you'd be having your file stuff, you'd be having everything in the scope. So meaning your program was going to be slow, right? Because you have access to all these things at once. So what they do is they give you the ability to get the things that you need, right? So I'll show you one way. So like import, that's I think that's self-explanatory. And then so you import random. So it actually shows you some things depending on what you type. So when you go import, and then you can actually see the things that are available for you to import, right? But at this moment, we want the random module, right? So random module helps us with some randomized behavior, right? So random has this method on it called randint, right? So it generates a random integer between 2 points, like here between A and B. So if you give it 1 and 1, right? Let's do this actually. So let's just we have that between 1 and 1, right? So if I go between 1 and 5, and then I run that, it says 3 now, right? And then I run it again, it says 1. And then I run it again, it says 1 again, right? So it keeps, 1 again, 1, 3, 2. You see that? So every time we run the program, it's not the same number because it is it's randomized, right? So this is something that we can use to generate a random integer within our function. So we have access to this now. You can look at this in more details in your own time. But now I've shown you how we can generate something random. So now that you know, Kosinati, what's your next step? Yo, the mic sound like you're on auto tune, dog.
Yeah, I'm probably confident.
Yeah, the mic it sounds bad.
Yeah, is that better?
No.
Maybe I have to switch it off.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, you can go ahead, but it has a squeaky sound in the back.
Is this sound?
Yeah.
Optimus.
No, not that. Like a squeaky sound. Like every time you speak, it's a like feedback or something. You know when you have two electronics where frequencies collide and stuff. I think that's what's happening when you speak.
Yeah, that's why I guess it's confident. It's like there's some of the sound is lost or some shit like that. I don't. We need to define it, I guess. I don't know what to call it. We need to create a function.
I should create a function. What should I call it?
Define it and call it. I was gonna use guess for something else. And then within there say guess.
Huh?
Guess.
Okay.
That complicates something.
For
number. What's the range?
Say range. Yeah.
You have to give the range.
I don't know what you want to do, so I can't comment on that.
But he said that we're going to work with numbers between 1 and 10.
Yeah, so we work with numbers between 1 and 10. Yeah.
Say numbers.
What?
Length numbers.
Length numbers. Where does numbers come from?
I wanna go back and define it.
Okay. Yeah.
Numbers.
Yeah.
How do I do it? Numbers is yes.
What's your
It's a group of selection though. What's our range?
I don't know what you want to do, so I'm not gonna answer that. What do you mean, what's our range?
Obviously, okay, not obviously, but I'm assuming that we're going to be having a group of numbers to select from,
Yeah.
and you have to guess.
No, so a user has 3 tries, right? A user has 3 tries. The program guesses a number between 1 and 10, and then the user has 3 tries to get that number correct.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
I think my range is wrong.
Sorry?
My range has to allow for 3 iterations.
Okay, so you want to allow for 3 iterations here. Okay. And number equals.
I mean, there's something that I think I should have done before, but I don't know how to do it.
What do you think you should have done before?
Defined the group I'm selecting from, or what I'm selecting from.
Okay, so your random numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we said between 1 and 10, right? Okay, we got that. And now?
That between 1 and 10 is 10 included?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, including both endpoints. Yeah? Yeah, and?
I'm trying to figure out where we return.
Where we return? We don't have to return anything.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
What? So we have to get the number from a number from the user, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And I've called that the guess.
Okay.
That's the parameter that's going to be given by the user.
But you know that the user is going to get to guess 3 times at most, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to work it out. My bad. I think it's not clear.
You think what?
This equals.
Yeah.
Random number.
Why? Why are you saying guess equals here while we have a guess there?
That's what's confusing me. How did you put it?
What do you say?
Within this.
Yeah, there is.
If number is equal to random number.
if number equals to random number. Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. You just told me there's nothing to return. So
Yeah. So you said if. So you said if equals to what? Number. Yeah. So if we do find it, we want to print out. Oh, you found. So we can print out something here that you guessed it in how many tries, right? Let's say, yeah, so you guessed it. So if you get it in the first try, you say you guessed it in the first whatever. So we can actually use the numbers. We're worry about it.
Number.
Yeah, so you guessed it in the attempt. Yeah. Number. You wanna say that?
Yeah. Number plus 1.
Okay, number plus 1. Okay.
And then below that, number plus equals 1.
Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
But you already have, like, the for loop does that automatically for you, right? Yeah. Okay. And else print what?
You failed to guess.
Okay.
The number is. That's a new sentence.
You failed to guess. Number is
Random number.
okay. Jack, you agree?
I'm not seeing what's happening.
I'm gonna do this just a little bit. Yeah.
And guess input.
Sorry.
Guess equals
Where? Here.
outside.
Yeah.
Please enter a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
What the fuck you put in the new input?
What? What?
I think I just realized that if this thing fails, I have to put in another input.
Yeah, you see now, that's good. That's good. And one thing that you're doing wrong, right?
Yeah.
You have this guess that's coming in here as an input, right?
Okay.
But it's not used anywhere in the body of the code, in the body of the function. So fix your first problem. You need to ask it. If it fails, you need to ask it, Otherwise, yeah.
I mean, my problem is I don't know whether
You don't know what.
if guess is equal to random number.
So that's what you need to do, right? So you need to say a random number should be equal to guess, right? Yeah. Now then we have the answer, right? But still, now fix your other problem, which is this one. When do you ask it when
I have to be able to have a new input that replaces the old one.
yeah, and how you gonna do that?
I think I should have an else if
Wait,
when it fails.
when what fails?
So it's gonna loop, man.
Yeah?
It's gonna go through the process. If guess is equal to random number, it's gonna say number one, you're good.
Yeah.
But if it fails, they have to go through that process again.
Yes.
So if guess is not equal to random number, input somehow.
Yeah, and
Figure it out.
Jack, help
Yes.
out. Help out.
So I think there's an else if.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
If random number equals guess.
Yeah?
How will the for loop help? What is
I think this thing has to try, man. And if it fails, it must try again.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking even the else is in the wrong place.
Okay.
can't we do it without the for loop and then have if?
It should be a return in the for loop if the for loop fails.
If the for loop fails.
Like once the for loop has ended and we haven't gotten the result we wanted,
Yeah?
the alternative in our else.
In our else, yeah. Here's our else.
Yeah.
What do I need?
So it goes if random number equals guess, you guess again. If
Yes.
it's correct, it says it prints, you guessed it in a 10th number, whatever.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't, you say try again.
Yeah.
So I think that should be our else.
What should be our else? Try again.
Yeah, please try again. And then the input.
So you want me to put the input here? Is that what you want? And then here we say try again.
But I think it's a new input.
What do you mean a new input?
So you know that sometimes when you add a new parameter, it replaces the old one.
Oh, you mean when you run the function again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should try and deliberately do that. Change the value of guess.
Yeah, but if you want to change the value of guess, then should guess be your input at the top? Because in one function run, you need to guess 3 times, right? You don't have to run your function 3 times. Your function, you run your function once, and it handles the guessing 3 times within the function. you don't run the function 3 times, if you get what I mean.
Okay, maybe that's where the real error is.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it.
You fix it, you do that, right? Remove that guy, right?
Okay.
So now every time you run your for loop, every time your for loop iterates, you get you can get your guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My concern becomes this now.
Yeah.
About the for loop, I guess, and then if I don't get it right, it says you have failed.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that else, whatever is within the body of that else, has to be removed from the if
So
statement.
I need to remove this guy.
Yeah.
And then what do I do with the else?
It needs to appear elsewhere.
Wait. But an else is attached to an if, right? So if you don't have an if, how do you have an else?
What I was saying is that we had a result. I get it.
Yeah.
The else just now that we deleted.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is that that result has to happen outside of the if statement.
Okay, like this is outside the if statement, right?
Yeah.
So do I remove the else here now?
I believe so.
Okay. So I have that. So that's what you want.
Yeah. So it goes through the if statement. It fails, it starts again. It fails, it starts again, and then it breaks because we've given ourselves a range. And once that within that range, we have failed to find our answer, then we should print something new.
Are you happy?
Yeah, so far, let's see it.
Okay. Please enter a number between. What do you want to do?
3.
3.
Yeah.
3. Enter. You failed. The number is 6.
Hey.
Please enter a number between 1 and 10.
Hey.
What? Okay. So you want this? You want this to be there? Okay. Cool. Huh?
Yeah, I was like, save and start again.
Okay. Cool. Then we have that. Enter a number between 1 and 10, right?
The same.
Sorry?
3.
3. Enter a number between 1 and 10. It was wrong. So it said tells you to enter a number between
7.
7.
Yeah.
7. Another one. 9. You failed. The number is 6. Right?
Nah, I feel like this could be worded better.
It's fine, but let's make our chances. Let's give ourselves a better chance. Let's make it between 1 and 3, right? And we have 3 chances, meaning we have to get it. We have to get it, right? Enter between 1 and. I'm gonna do this actually. I'm gonna say a 1 equals 3. Actually, let's do this. Let's do that so that we can 1 and 3 there, right? We can control it from outside. I want to be able to do this. We are happy with what I did, right?
Yeah, I see. It's clean. So that we can change our range, our parameters, and it'll still function.
Yeah. Cool. You have between 1 and 3, right? So you say, okay, 1, wrong, 2, wrong, 3. You failed to guess. The number is 1. What is the issue?
The input comes in as a string, I think.
Yeah. So what do we have to do?
We have to change it into an integer.
So you want to do that, right? Okay. Now let's run it again. 1, 2. You guessed it in attempt number 2, right? But it's still asking us. What do we want to do?
We want to be able to break.
Okay. So we want to be. When do we want to break?
When we win.
When we win. So you want me to break in here? Break. Want me to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it again. 1. You guessed it in attempt number 1. You failed to guess. The number is 1. What's the problem?
The alternative result is independent of our loop.
Yes. It's independent. Yes, you could say that. But that does not help us.
We failed to guess.
What,
So
what?
that break.
Yeah, that break.
Okay. It breaks the for loop
Yes.
when the if statement is correct.
Yes.
Then from the for loop it goes to that print.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm not getting the answer.
What could we use in the place of break to make it not go to the last line in our function?
Return.
Okay. So you want to return? Return what? Just like that. That's fine.
Return. What am I returning? Because I'm already printing.
Yeah. It's okay. It'll work. You can return nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah. You see that? So you guessed it in attempt 3.
Okay. So by doing that return, what that does is that it stops
The function. So it gets out of the function and it will not continue to the end. So it will never get to if it doesn't return here. This will only be hit if we don't return here on line 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My goodness.
So.
Huh? Dribbled me nicely.
What did you say?
It dribbled me nicely.
Okay, it's be nice. So now we made it out. So let's see, 5, 8. Yeah, there we go. You guessed it in attempt number 2.
Yeah, I don't like that result. I feel like you could have typed it better.
Yeah, it's not English class, unfortunately.
Yeah, but user interface.
Cool, right? Cool. So I just pushed that up. We're gonna do number 2. Gonna cool. We're going to look at do you guys know the game tic-tac-toe?
I do.
I don't.
Give meal. What's a meal?
Okay, sharp.
Yeah. Wow. What 3x3 at
Sharp.
least. Yeah. So that's what I need you guys to do. So we wanna play the game. So there's a couple of things we need to do, right? So we have, first of all, how will we represent our board? So we have the game tic-tac-toe, which is you need to match three matching pieces in a row, whether it's horizontal, diagonal, or vertical, right? That's what we need to do. So what we need is to visualize. Actually, no. Let me know. What do you think we need to get this game working?
In terms of programming or just logic?
Well, I'll say you can say all of it. You can just say it in terms of logic. Let's start with the logic part before we actually start programming, but it's one and the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and use words from the previous thing we just did.
What do you mean? What's from the previous what?
We just did a guessing game, I guess.
Yeah.
So we need 9 slots.
Okay.
We need a randomization of
Why?
Of an opponent.
So
I want
you
to say random, but I know it's wrong.
Let's not randomize it. There's going to be 2 players, each taking turns. One is gonna play, the other's gonna play after the other. So we don't need to randomize anything.
There'll be 2 players, each taking turns, and the game needs to stop if one achieves a roll, a diagonal line, or a vertical line of the same.
Okay.
We have to be able to identify each player's plays.
Okay.
To each other.
Okay.
And then we have to break when that happens, or until it doesn't happen.
Yeah, until all the spots on the board are filled. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I have so you said we need 9 slots, right?
9, yes.
So what should I call slots? And then go 9 slots. I can do this, right? Quick and easy. That gives us 9 slots, right? We're good. Okay. And sorry?
We need 2 inputs.
2 inputs. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say so like player 1. Yeah. 2 players, yeah. Okay. Why do we need 2 inputs? And what should I say there?
I'm not sure if the inputs come in here.
Okay.
In our definition of our players.
So I think you know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna comment that out, right? I'm going to write out methods that I need, right? So I'm going to go. So we need to visualize the state of our board or whatever at any given time, right? So after each player plays, we need to show the current state of the board, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to call this draw state, right? And this is what, so this will take in your 9 slots, since you know that, and then you should draw them onto the screen here. So draw slots to the screen. That's just method number 1, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And then we're going to have another one, which is going to say play. I'm going to give it play, right? So where here you play, what are the inputs going to be, first of all, if you have an idea?
Indices of slots.
Sorry?
Indices of slots.
Like, so you want like an I, yeah, which represents the index in the slots. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So we have I and the slots. You also want the slots or not?
I'm lost.
What do you, okay, you have your I, and then what's your I? What you gonna do with your I?
You have to place it into a particular slot. I think I was explaining what the different slots are somehow in my head. Slots has a range, and there's a position in each part. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Which tells me that there is yay. Nah. Continue. I'm back to zero now.
Jack, what do you say?
Clueless.
How?
Okay. Firstly, the first one needs to have different numbers that represent his whatever that he plays with.
What's
So
this?
if I'm saying, let's say for example,
Yeah.
if player 1 plays, you might see player 1 will have zeros and player 2 will have ones, right?
Yeah.
Then from there we need to say when the player plays, let's say maybe if player decides to play that in position 1, in position 5 I put 1, then we can do that. So I think we can, yeah, I think that's what we need to do when we play.
So just tell me what to write.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
So I would say we need 3 things, right? So we have the slots, right? Where you're gonna play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the position where you wanna play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have I'm gonna call it a marker, which represents your 1 or your 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna leave that there for you guys to figure out for now. Yeah.
I don't know where this comes in the program, but we have to have a mechanism that says that if a certain position has been marked, it cannot be marked again.
Yeah. Cool. So well, it's part of that means that's part of the playing, right?
Yeah.
So you have to do some kind of mechanism within.
You gotta be able to remove a slot. Stop, that's
Yeah. So yeah, we might not even so.
Maybe replace a slot. But then now it can be replaced again.
Sorry.
Like if you replace a certain slot with the marker,
Mm-hmm.
it can be replaced again.
So you shouldn't be able to replace it again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How do you make something non-mutable? After mutating it.
well you might. Yeah, go ahead.
I was saying the range is gonna be 1 up to 9. We can use A, B, C as the markers, and then if a certain slot has A or B, then you can't put the marker again. Something like that.
Yeah. You can just use if statements to check if the slot is occupied by any marker, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then go to the one. Shouldn't we then do the one which checks if the values are correct? What is it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you check then someone has won?
Nah, that's I'm just giving you methods. You're gonna need to draw your state after each and every one, after each and every play, and then I'm just going to have. So maybe you'll need more. Maybe you'll need more functions, but so you have these three functions that you need to complete. So you need to have one that draws. So your draw should look something like this. We're gonna need that's what the board should look like. So you have something like whatever. So it's
Chicken dinner.
huh?
Get a chicken dinner.
Chicken what?
Chicken dinner.
Winner winner.
You made 3 winners there. Change the top left to an O.
Top left.
Yeah.
Why?
So that this is a stalemate.
It is now, is it not?
Oh no, change something else. Fine.
Yeah. So every time you draw your board, it should it should show. So maybe let me do something like that, right? You see that? So the dash represents an empty spot. X's and O's represent slots that are taken, huh?
That are occupied.
Yeah. So when you give, so what you do when you give the draw state function the slots, it just needs to produce whatever is in there, right? It just needs to produce the board and then print it out to the screen, right?
Okay.
And then this one needs to play with all the validations, making sure you don't replace something that's already replaced and all of that, right?
Okay.
And in here you should work on like changing turns between players. Like, okay, it's now player one's turn, it's now player two's turn, it's now player one's turn, it's now player two's turn, right? Right? Yeah. Sorry?
You should also be able to explain how the winner, the logic of the winner.
Yeah, so if you want, you can add more methods, or you can have that in this method, or you can have it in here. So you can choose however you want to do it. But these three functions have been separated like this. So these ones, you have to use these ones. You can maybe use more if you want to, but these ones have to be used.
Okay.
Yeah. So huh? Sorry?
The homework.
Yeah. Safe. So I'm gonna push this up for you guys, and then we'll tackle it tomorrow. So you'll find that in the game folder there. And then I think we'll look at, like we said, we're gonna look at Sudoku, right? Yeah. So after this one, let's see if we need to look at. Yeah. So we might need. We'll see what we need. I think we got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then I'm just gonna give you stuff to do from there. And then maybe after everyone is comfortable, I don't know if you wanna maybe make some kind of, maybe you can make like a simple website using Python, learn other things, or create a real user interface for these games, right? Like these games that we just made, so that we can, instead of using the input like we're using it now, we get the input from like the browser or from your computer manually. You get that? So without using the user input stuff from Python, maybe you'll enter it on a page in a browser and then run your Python code in the background.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so you must get the tic-tac-toe working, or at least started, so that there's something to look at from tomorrow. Yep. Cool.
Wait, level. Before you leave, let me get that. Set up that GitHub thing so that I can pull the stuff.
Okay.
I don't remember how we did it last time.
Yeah, so just search git. Just say your screen. Yeah, if we don't have that first video from the other time. So because we weren't able to record the first lesson.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah, so just go. Yeah, so don't search for, before you go there, just search for Git. Yeah. Yeah, that first one. Just download it there. And the screen on the right. Yep.
Downloading.
Yeah.
That's why. I knew there was the third thing that I didn't download.
So now you can go to GitHub now. Just GitHub. No, just you can click on that. It's fine. You do have an account, right? But it's fine. Just go in the search there. Just go slash. No, not there. Not there. In the what do you call this? Yeah, the address bar. At the top, github.com// geek GEEK Midas MIDAS. Yeah. And then there's programming for beginners. That first one. And then when you're done, you'll be able to clone. I think that looks wrong though. March 22. No, go back. That looks wrong. Python crash course. Scroll down. Just click on repositories there at the top.
What?
There, you were there where it says 12. Yeah. There we go. That one. And then when your download is done and you're done installing, you just need to clone this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but it will still download only the ones that I don't have right in the folder.
What do you mean?
I still have some of those like in that class. In these things, I still have them.
Oh, you still have that?
Yeah, I just
that's fine. Then you just need Git. You just need to install Git, and then you're gonna Git pull after that.
I just say Git.
Yeah, in the same folder, you're just gonna need to say Git pull like last time, but in the Python crash course folder.
So it will know that where it must pull it.
Yeah, it will know.
I thought I needed to clone for the first time.
No, but you already have the thing, right?
The folder.
Yeah, so go to that folder.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have this thing anymore. Yeah. Ish. It's fine. You don't have the commands anymore. I don't know what the commands are for Windows without installing the Git thing. You know what you can do, ne? For now, just go back to GitHub where it says clone or download, right?
Mm-hmm.
Click on it and download the zip. Yeah, do that rather. So, because this Git thing is gonna take a while. So now you can, then tomorrow we can set up your Git when it's done. Because now I see it's gonna take a while. So, but now you can work with the files anyway.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Sharp.
Yep.